This video has important information for levels 1 through 5, and we appreciate you watching and listening to the whole video. Inspire Ballet's original production, The Ringmaster, is Saturday, October 29th. Our theater week begins on Thursday, October 27th with our tech rehearsal. Most classes will be called on Thursday, October 27th, with the exception of some of our pieces that are towards the end of the show. They will tech their pieces on Friday, October 28th, before we begin our dress rehearsal. During a tech rehearsal, the lighting cues are being set for the performance. This is the first time that the lighting designer is watching the performance. For that reason, there is a lot of stopping and starting as cues are being set and edited, and dancers are learning how far to spread out on the stage. This year for tech rehearsal, parents of dancers who need help changing are allowed backstage if their dancer has more than 2 dances in between their costume changes. If your dancer has a quick change, we will be helping them change on the side of the stage during tech rehearsal. Dress rehearsal will be Friday, October 28th at Maddie Kelly. Call times will be posted on the parent page of the website. This will be the one and only time that they get to practice on stage with their class before the performance on Saturday. Although Maddie Kelly is larger than the Fort Walton Beach Civic Auditorium, space is still limited, so please limit what you bring into the dressing room to only the necessities. There is also no eating in costume, and the only drinks allowed backstage are water bottles. You may find it helpful to add your own bright-colored name tag to your dancer's garment bag. Just as if you were traveling, it's always nice to be able to recognize which bag is yours immediately. Some families do this with a bright-colored ribbon as well. You can also pack activity books or coloring books for your younger dancers to keep them occupied until it's their turn to go to the stage. And we also remind you to bring a change of clothes that your dancers can wear over their tights and modesty leotards when they are leaving the theater, if their costume will not be on them anymore. Any dancer that will be doing a costume change will need to wear a modesty leotard. Here's a helpful tip if your dancer has to wear different color tights during the show. Start with your modesty leotard on the bottom, so it goes on first. Then put on the pair of tights that your dancer will perform in last. The top layer of tights should be the color that your dancer needs to have on for their first piece. Then, as they perform, they will shed layers as they go. Levels 1 through 5 and pre-pro should arrive to the theater for tech, dress, and the performance wearing their first costume. Levels 1 and 2 will get to keep their costumes after the show since they were purchased, and levels 3 through pre-pro will return their costumes since they were rented. Levels 4, 5, and pre-pro will leave their costumes backstage after the show. Level 3 will return their entire garment bag to Inspire the week after the performance. This year, dancers will sign in on sign-in sheets posted outside their dressing rooms. We will have parent volunteers directing the students backstage where they need to go, and all dressing room assignments will be emailed out to your family in advance. Dancers that are in Act 2 only will sign in with a parent volunteer in the back left corner of the audience, where they will sit and watch Act 1. Act 2 only dancers will be led backstage at intermission. When Act 1 is finished, dancers that are only in Act 1 will be dismissed at intermission from the front of the stage and out into the audience. They may sit with you in the audience if you have reserved them a free seat with your ticket order. Dancers performing in Act 2 will be dismissed from the stage at the end of the show. We will not dismiss any dancers while an act is performing. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We can't wait for you to see your dancers on stage Saturday, October 29th in The Ringmaster.